and welcome to the Food Show. I'm your host, Dan Likens, and today we're cooking broccoli stem. Yeah! Today's ingredients are the broccoli stem, onion, and red pepper. And probably some other stuff that I didn't think about yet that I'm going to put in, just improv too. Yeah! Before we stop chopping the vegetables though, we should probably start boiling the water, because water takes a while to boil. Just fill up the pot to about where you just feel like. That should be good. Once you start boiling the water, maybe you should get some balsamic vinegar out to put into water. Maybe some olive oil too. There's some olive oil. How convenient. To be completely accurate, I'd say we should add this much balsamic vinegar and probably this much olive oil, maybe a bit more. That's good. And to finish it off, some fresh ground pepper. Smells great already. First we've got to make sure that everything's nice and clean in our sink. Once you're sure that all your vegetables are clean, it's time to start chopping them! Yeah! It's time to start chopping our vegetables! To be safe, you should probably get the biggest, sharpest knife you can probably find. Then, start chopping away! You can probably chop in any random direction, because we all know that it really doesn't matter what shape it is. Because, I mean, no one actually cares. And also, it doesn't matter what size pieces you have either. That's probably good for the red onion. Now we should chop the red pepper. That's probably good for that. We don't need to actually clean it. I'd say that's good. Now that you've completely mutilated the vegetables, we should probably actually use something to chop them that involves absolutely no experience. There we go. That looks good. Yeah, no experience. Now that our water is to a steady boil, we should probably put in our broccoli stem now. Just like this. Be careful though. Mmm, yummy! Don't worry if the water has seemed to have chopped your broccoli in half. It simply just knows that your broccoli was too large and will chop it in half for you. Isn't technology great? Next, we are going to add our completely destroyed onions and peppers. Just like so. Make sure you get all of them. Don't want to waste it. Yummy! Now set your timer for 5 hours and 8 minutes. That will guarantee you that your broccoli will be completely cooked beautifully. You should probably get a spatula from your nearest spatula store or a wooden mixing spoon and mix your concoction of whatever you put in. Looks tasty. Due to the fact that most people on TV that run food shows don't actually know how to cook, including myself, we are going to ask a professional that actually knows what they're talking about. Matt, what would you like to say to the camera?
As a professional, I have to say that I think this is really great that America is really getting back to its roots, cooking a traditional meal such as broccoli stem with mutilated vegetables. Most people these days are cooking meals that are completely new and completely unique. This is something that's traditionally American, and it's something that people have been doing for centuries upon centuries. Cooking a good old broccoli stem with some mutilated onions and peppers doesn't get any better than that. Cooking them in the hot oil and balsamic vinegar with a little bit of water, completely traditional to mix the vinegar and the oil together and boil it. I mean, this is a meal right here. This is an American meal, and I'm proud of someone as a chef that isn't really a chef, just portraying a chef, and how really excellent he's doing on this dish. So I'm really pleased with how it's coming out so far. As for our next step, I really don't know where to take this.
Don't forget to add your secret ingredient, ground cinnamon. Just a little bit in there, and it's so much better.
Now you see, cinnamon is a nice aromatic spice, which complements the mild texture of the broccoli in a quite excellent way. Once you add this to your broccoli stem, you will see whole new complexities develop within this dish. Once you have this the first time, you will find yourself coming back for more, again and again and again. Now you see, once you eat broccoli stem enough, it will do wondrous things for your GI tract, keeping you nice and clean and full of, plentiful fibers, so that you can keep a regular system and maintain an excellent physique and 2-pack abs. Now, once you make this broccoli stem for your girlfriend, she'll find you completely irresistible, and she'll want to do really groovy things to your newfound body that you have thanks to eating the nutritious and delicious broccoli stem dish.
Once the timer has appeared to go off, it is time to turn off our amazing dish and strain it. You should probably turn on cold water in your sink before you pour the boiling water in to prevent your sink from melting, especially if it's made out of steel or aluminum, because we all know the melting point of steel is less than the boiling point of water. Now, simply pour your creation into the strainer to get it all out. And don't forget to clean the pot out so that you can get all your goodness. Looks tasty.
Now, as a real chef, this is the best way to serve it, I would say. You want to serve it on a nice plate, get all the broccoli and your peppers and onions out. Then we're going to use a planer, and we're going to grate some fresh lemon zest on top. This will really make all the flavor of the whole dish burst and fill your mouth with a quite excellent feeling. Alright, there you get all the lemon zest. Then we want to top it with your favorite cheese. In this case, we're going to use a blend of Parmesan Romano and maybe a little Asiago. And then it's best served with an ice-cold beer. Now the lemon zest goes perfectly with the cheese. The pungent aroma of the cheese and the citrusy acidity of the lemon zest, it really complements itself quite well.
What a beautiful meal this is. That's about it today for the food show. I'm your host, Dan Likens. What a great meal. Welcome to the food show. Hope you have fun.